welcome back. Today we are going to do a review of one of my most anticipated summer reads. Now, this isn't a new book. It came out in 2016, I believe, and I was finally able to get this from my library. I've only been trying for the past couple of months, but I really wanted to read this book over the summer. It has been so popular on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. I have been wanting to get my hands on it and give it a read, and I was finally able to. So, of course, I couldn't be talking about anyone other than Colleen Hoover, and today we are going to take a look at It Ends With Us. So, let's get into it. Now, unless you live under a rock, I can guarantee that if you enjoy reading or anything book related, you have heard about Colleen Hoover. She is taking the internet by storm when it comes to book related things. Everyone absolutely loves her. I see her all over everything. And she actually has quite a few really popular books. Some other ones you may have heard of would be Verity, It Ends With Us, which I've just read. There's Ugly Love, November 9, tons of super popular books by her, and she actually has a lot of other books that aren't as popular right now on TikTok or Instagram or other social media, but she does have a lot of good or well-rated books if you are interested in checking them out. I am just so excited to be doing my first ever Colleen Hoover book review. You guys, I haven't even recovered from reading this book yet. I cannot wait to share more about it with you. So this book is rated as a romance, but I kind of feel like if you feel broken at the end, can it really be classified as a romance? Unsure. Once again, I am sensing a pattern here. I didn't read the synopsis or really have any type of background on this book. If you watched my last video, you know that I did the same with that one. I didn't read anything about it ahead of time, but I was really pleasantly surprised in my last video. So let's read the synopsis and then get into this. Sometimes the one who loves you is the one who hurts you the most. Lily hasn't always had it easy, but that's never stopped her from working hard for the life she wants. She's come a long way from the small town in Maine where she grew up. She graduated from college, moved to Boston, and started her own business. So when she feels a spark with a gorgeous neurosurgeon named Ryle Kincaid, everything in Lily's life suddenly seems almost too good to be true. Ryle is assertive, stubborn, maybe even a little arrogant. He's also sensitive, brilliant, and has a total soft spot for Lily, but Ryle's complete aversion to relationships is disturbing. As questions about her new relationship overwhelm her, so do thoughts of Atlas Corrigan, her first love, and a link to the past she left behind. He was her kindred spirit, her protector. When Atlas suddenly reappears, everything Lily has built with Ryle is threatened. With this bold and deeply personal novel, Colleen Hoover delivers a heart-wrenching story that breaks exciting new ground for her as a writer. It Ends With Us is an unforgettable tale of love that comes at the ultimate price. So in this book, we are following our main character, Lily, and we're learning about her childhood, her upbringing, some family and home issues, and about her first love, Atlas. This book really dives into some touchy home situations, and it isn't over the top, but I did want to share that for anyone who isn't prepared for that or maybe doesn't want to read that. It's still a beautifully written book, but I did just want to put that disclaimer out there in case that's not something that you are up for reading. Now, like I've said, I was in no way prepared for this book. I was hooked on this book and the writing from the very first pages. I instantly loved the characters and wanted certain plot points to happen. And those plot points did happen in the first quarter of the book, so I really should have sensed some danger, but I didn't. I was fooled. I told myself, this is a romance book. It is only going to get better from here. No, I was wrong. What I've learned is if the book is giving you what you want in the first quarter, danger. There is more to come. Start thinking about what could go wrong and be ready. When I realized that the plot points I wanted to happen happened in the first quarter, and I finished celebrating those, I started to ask myself, what else might the author have planned? Like I said, I was really fooled by this, thinking that it could only go up. Well, I can say Colleen Hoover was planning an emotional roller coaster is what she was doing, so don't be fooled. This story shares an incredibly powerful message that begins from the very beginning, I'm talking the first few pages, and goes all the way through the end of the story to come full circle. And I'm purposefully not going to give any information or a lot of details about what our character goes through because I really want to encourage all of you to read this book. It has such a beautiful and powerful ending, and I really hope that you would all give this book a try. As you continue reading this story, you uncover the situation that our character is in at the same time she is. It almost feels like you are going through this as her friend and kind of uncovering it at the same time that she is. You're making these realizations with her, and I can't get over it. I really appreciate that Colleen Hoover can kind of go outside of the lines a little bit with this one. She might with her other books too. I can't say because I haven't read them yet, but I appreciate that she brings up these topics that people are genuinely apprehensive or nervous to discuss. And she does it in such an encouraging way for our main character. I love how strong she wrote Lily to be and how she overcomes so many things in this book. Although I keep going on and on about how deep this book was, I want to give you my rating, and I am going to give this one 5 stars. There's no way I couldn't give this book 5 stars. It was incredible. And I know I recently gave Book Lovers a 5-star review, and I just want to share that these are 2 completely different 5 stars. They both have 5 stars for a reason, but this one was expertly written. The character development was incredible. I am not revoking Book Lovers' 5-star rating. I still stand by that, but this one was just so beautifully written, and I loved that it gets you thinking, and your heart is breaking, and then you fall back in love with the characters, and the whole time Colleen Hoover is just touching on real world issues, and I love the thought-invoking plot that she has here. So that is the reason why I'm giving it 5 stars, on top of just not ever being able to put it down. I couldn't have written a better ending for this book if I were to have written it myself. As a reader, I just felt like it was the perfect ending, something that you didn't even know you needed because I couldn't see where the story was going when I first started reading it and was hoping for a particular ending, and I absolutely loved that. I see why so many people are obsessed with Colleen Hoover's books because it's just unexpected. The characters go through real world issues, but she brings them to a totally different place by the end of the story. I know that I've shared a little bit about the home issues that this book dives into, and Colleen Hoover actually has shared that this is based on some events that happened in her childhood and her upbringing, and I have such a deep appreciation for her having the courage to write about this and for giving her character in this book the best ending, the best outcome. I find it really encouraging and hope that other people who read this book will love it and enjoy the character development throughout this story. As you may be able to tell from the title of this video, this was my first ever book I have finished in less than 24 hours. So if you need a review on readability, let that be it. I picked this book up, didn't put it back down till I was finished. There was no good stopping point. This book never had a dull moment. I needed to know what was going to happen. And I have loved other books, but this just doesn't compare. You know, maybe this should have a 6 out of 5 stars. I haven't decided if that's going to be a thing for me yet, but it was so beautiful. I mean, 375 pages, I just didn't stop. It was unputdownable. I don't even know if that's a word, but we're gonna go with it because that's how passionate I am about this book, and I really hope that you all give this one a try. I cannot wait to read more of Colleen Hoover's books. I know that she has so many incredible ones, so I will be looking for those, and you should see more of them in some upcoming reviews. All right, everyone, so I do have a link down below for a code for my Book of the Month Club, and if you've ever been interested in that, it is a monthly subscription box where you can choose a new book, and they do have a lot of really popular books, while also on occasion they do have new releases that you can't buy yet. So if you are wanting to check that out, use the link down below. It will give you your first book for just $5. That is such a good deal. And I do also have my link down below for Goodreads, and check that out if you'd like to see what I'm currently reading. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much. Bye.